Hi, and welcome to my top 10 tips for the most beautiful lake towns in Europe. If you plan to stay by the lake this year and you want to enjoy the beautiful nature in Europe, this video on the best lake towns in Europe will provide some inspiration. I am a big fan of cities and towns that provide beautiful lake views in Europe. It's just such a nice summer nature experience to stay in Europe by the lake and enjoy a morning lakeside walk or see the sunset from the lake shore. My tips take you to the most beautiful lake towns in Central and Southeastern Europe, including Switzerland, Austria, Italy, and all the way down to North Macedonia. This 4K travel video has chapters, and you can also jump to the places you are most interested in. So let's have a look at the amazing lake views to see and get started with my top 10 towns with beautiful lake views in Europe. My list starts with a real highlight. St. Wolfgang in Upper Austria makes for the best lake travel in summer. The lake is super clean and invites for a swim or a boat cruise. St. Wolfgang is a picturesque historical town with amazing restaurants and accommodation right by the lake. It's close to Salzburg and Hallstatt and has become a big tourist magnet over the years. But it managed to keep its original Austrian charm and is the perfect place if you want to travel to a lake this summer. My next lakeside town tip takes me a bit further south to neighboring Switzerland. In fact, we are heading to the Italian-speaking part of Switzerland in the Ticino canton. Lugano is a small but lively town with a population of 63,000. The town lies right by Lake Lugano and the lakeshore walk is just phenomenal. Come on a warm summer day and you think you are walking down the Mediterranean coast somewhere in the Côte d'Azur. Lugano is surrounded by the mountains of the Lugano Prealps, which provide a spectacular backdrop, and the city center offers lots of green spaces and historical buildings. This makes it one of the most beautiful lake towns in Europe in my book, and a great place to stay by the lake in summer. Okay, let's head back to Austria again, where we will visit Zell am See. Zell am See, Austria, is a beautiful small town located in Upper Austria between Salzburg and Innsbruck. It's located right on the shores of Lake Zell, a small and very clean freshwater lake in the Austrian Alps. In summer, the lake invites for boat tours, swimming and various sports activities. In winter, the lake completely freezes and is used for winter sports. Stroll through the pretty town center with the many local shops and cafes and restaurants, take a walk on the lake shore, or head up to the Schmittenhöhe for even better views of the lake. Zell am See has become a favorite with international tourists, and it's obvious why. It offers some of the most beautiful nature in Europe, and the lake views are spectacular. Check out my video on Zell am See and Kaprun for more information. Another candidate for the most beautiful lake towns in Europe is without a doubt the beautiful small town of Gmunden in Austria. With only 13,000 residents, it is pretty small, but it is world famous for its green-colored porcelain and an important center of the salt industry in the Salzkammergut region of Upper Austria. Gmunden is a short drive away from Salzburg and makes for a great summer trip by the Lake Traunsee. It features a beautiful old town with an abundance of historical buildings and a picturesque lakeside promenade, dotted with park benches and colorful flower beads. The highlight of Gmunden is, however, Schloss Ohrid, a castle on a small island on Lake Traunsee, which makes for the most amazing pictures and has served as a location for a popular TV series. Let's head back to Switzerland again, but this time to the German-speaking part in central Switzerland. My destination is Lucerne, the beautiful capital of the canton of Lucerne, and without a question one of the most beautiful towns in all of Europe. With a population of approximately 82,000, Lucerne is the most populous city in central Switzerland. But it really feels like a small town with a historical, very walkable old town that is framed by Lake Lucerne on the one hand and the medieval city fortifications on the other. Make sure to check out the Chapel Bridge, a wooden bridge that was first erected in the 14th century and now is one of the city's major landmarks. But I also loved walking by the lake and watching the many swans going about the daily business of feather cleaning. Have a look at my videos on Lucerne, which provide more details on what to see and what to do in this beautiful city. For my next tip, we will stay in Switzerland but head over to the French-speaking part of the country, to Montreux in the canton of Vaud. Montreux is located right by Lake Geneva and is the capital of the region called Riviera. It is perhaps the most iconic town by the lake in Europe when it comes to turn-of-the-century style grand hotels and lakeside Belle Epoque travel lifestyle. Montreux is an important tourist destination since the 19th century for its mild climate. It's also known for its yearly Montreux Jazz Festival and as the home of choice of Vladimir Nabokov, Freddie Mercury and David Bowie. When you're there, stroll along the Riviera Promenade, which offers fantastic views all the way over to the French side of Lake Geneva. Check out the Freddie Mercury statue, take a boat ride or a swim in the lake. Head over to the medieval castle Château de Chillon, which is the most visited tourist attraction of Switzerland and my favorite castle in Switzerland. Check out my videos on Montreux and Chillon Castle, linked in the description below for more details. Let's head to Italy for another must-see when it comes to the best lake views in Europe. I'm of course talking about Como, Italy, located right at the southern shores of Lake Como. Como is a small city in the Lombardy region of Italy, but world famous as one of the most beautiful travel destinations in northern Italy. It has become a tourist magnet for its picturesque old town that features numerous works of art, churches, gardens and parks, villas, palaces, museums, theaters, the beautiful Duomo and the impressive Basilica of Santa Bondio. Make sure to take a walk along the super pretty lakeside walkway that offers the best views on Lake Como, passing many of the magnificent villas that have their own lake access since centuries. Or how about a ferry boat ride across the lake? This year might just be the right time to explore Como. For my next tip, we head further southeast, this time to North Macedonia in southeastern Europe. Ohrid is a small city in North Macedonia with about 42,000 residents. It's small, but it is one of the most spectacular towns with a lake view that you can find anywhere in the world. Ohrid is known for having 365 churches, one for each day of the year, and has been referred to as the Jerusalem of the Balkans. The city offers a historical old town with an abundance of picturesque houses and monuments. Ohrid is one of the 28 sites that are part of UNESCO's World Heritage that are cultural as well as natural sites. When you go, make sure to check out the iconic John the Theologian Church in Caneo, Tsar Samuel's Fortress, and the 2,200-year-old Ohrid Amphitheater. Or how about a stroll along the lake on Ohrid's boardwalk, or a boat ride on the lake at sunset? Best of all, Ohrid might still be the most affordable travel destination in my top 10 list, and with a bit of advanced search, you can find a nice accommodation with a lake view. After so much beauty, let's head back to Switzerland, to my next travel destination that offers fantastic lake views. Interlaken is without a doubt one of the most beautiful lake towns in Europe. It's the only town in Europe that I am aware of that doesn't only offer one lake but two lakes, as the name Interlaken suggests. The small town is located on the flat alluvial land called Bödeli between two lakes, Lake Brienz to the east and Lake Thun to the west, and alongside the river Aare, which flows between them. And both lakes are super pretty and feature some of the most turquoise lake color I've ever seen anywhere. Stroll through the town center that is dotted with Belle Epoque style buildings and hotels and a famous casino. Or head up to Hallstatt for a nice lunch, the mountain that provides a spectacular backdrop to Interlaken and offers amazing views on both lakes and the famous high alpine peaks of Eiger, Mönch and Jungfrau. Check out my video on Interlaken for more details. And now, here we go for my number 1 on my top 10 list of best lake towns in Europe, the famous town of Hallstatt, Austria. Situated between the southwestern shore of Hallstatter See and the steep slopes of the Dachstein Massif, the town lies in the Salzkammergut region in Upper Austria. Hallstatt is known for its production of salt, dating back to prehistoric times, and gave its name to the Hallstatt culture, which existed from the early Iron Age in Europe about 800 to 450 BC. It might be one of the most photographed and visited places in the world, and the pretty, small town with its many colorful decorated houses, beautiful churches, and amazing lake views indeed makes for some amazing pictures. Take a walk along the lakeshore and head up to the upper walkway for the best views. Alternatively, take the funicular up the mountain for even better views on the entire lake. My tip is to come early though, or stay for the night. You will not be alone here, as Hallstatt can become super crowded with visitors during the day. I've put together a couple of videos on Hallstatt, linked below, if you're interested in more details on this amazing place. So, these are my top 10 tips for the most beautiful lake towns in Europe. I hope you enjoyed this compilation of amazing towns to stay by the lake in Europe and provided some inspiration for your next travel this summer. If you did, please give this video a like and let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite European town by the lake. And if you have not done so yet, please subscribe to my channel and get notified about my weekly travel videos where we'll show you many more amazing travel destinations. Have a good one. Bye bye.